2016 we bought a boat we aptly called Mood Swings, primarily as a platform to film our online fishing courses and to travel to remote fishing destinations. Our latest journey heading south was plagued by mechanical issues, but not to be deterred, we decided to head north after the repairs and put up with the challenges associated with monsoonal weather. Hi, I'm Ryan Moody, this is my wife Karen, our 2 sea dogs, me mate Maxie, and our fishing weapon, the blue boat. Join us on our northern adventure as we have a few dramas, see some amazing locations and catch some great fish, heading north to Lizard Island and beyond. Last episode we overnighted at Cape Flattery and done some finger mark fishing the next morning.
Alright, not bad little first finger mark for the year.
Little.
Well, you know.
And then we decided to go for a swim, head over and have a look at the beautiful 2 Isles. Amazing little spot. We're on our way to Cooktown.
Look at the waterfalls cascading off the top of Cape Bedford. Now it's officially pissing down.
This is a good downpour. Bloody beauty.
How far from Cooktown?
I hope it blows through by the time we get in here. Otherwise we'll just hang around out the front.
Hard to see the nav markers in the dark and the rain.
Probably there's a bit of room up past the catamaran there. Not too many boats in here at the moment. 3.3 metres is the shallowest the channel gets on a 2 metre high tide.
Ooh.
So, bigger draft vessels, high tide only.
A bit squishy. Not much room.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of the boats have moved from where they used to be too because the river's changing. 3.2. See what's it like in front of this boat up here. 3.3.
Deeper is good. But we're on a 2 metre tide at the moment.
3.4.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Well, it must be deeper up here because they're yachts.
Alright, we've got 3.4 here, eh?
Alright. So,
Oh, we're in. The whole boat just bucked around. Not going nowhere.
not going nowhere. Okay.
Alright.
Cooktown, here we are.
Yep. Well, another big day. Here we are in Cooktown, back in Cooktown. Anyway, we're just going to park up tonight and have dinner out here. Had a great day, of course, catching a few fish for an hour or so this morning, and had a good nice swim over on the islands. A few more storms, about 3 or 4 between the islands and Cooktown. And as you can see, it's raining here at the moment. So in the next 7 days, it's still the same forecast, rain and squall. So tomorrow we'll head across, dump some rubbish, restock a bit, and work out what our plan for the future is going to be. Just wait for this trough line to vanish over the coming week. Whether it's going to spin up or low or not is anyone's guess at the moment. They kind of think it's going to. Spun up a few little ones, which have just disappeared, but yeah, time will tell. Anyway, let's go down and get dinner started.
Fish for dinner.
Fish for dinner.
Hey guys, Ryan here. Sorry to interrupt the video, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I have a small request to help out the channel. Please hit subscribe. It really makes a big difference to how our content gets shared and helps us out immensely. Thanks. So, back to the video.
Well, our first night in Cooktown. I do love this place, but something happened last night that gives me the willies a bit. But anyway, what happened was we've anchored the boat in the river here. We're going to the jetty today to get fuel and stuff like that, but Karen and I thought we'd just park the boat. It was before dark, it wasn't dark, there was still a bit of daylight left. We parked the boat at the ramp on the pontoon right at the very end, away from everyone, but there was everyone was off the water by then. There's no cars at the ramp, and so we left the boat there to quickly run up to get some milk and have a very quick dinner and get back to the boat. It was raining a bit as well, and so we made the most of the time. Thought we'd go and just do something simple, quick and easy. Got back to the boat, and this scoop, now I don't really like bait much anymore, but I've got a scoop net on board, and it was sitting on the pontoon. And I've gone, oh yeah, this is interesting, someone's been in the boat. Luckily, I took my tackle box and anything visible out and left all the rods back here, of course, with the big boat. And on closer inspection of the boat, under my front hatch here, my beautiful big tackle bag that normally sits there with a $1,000 fly reel, heaps of leader, 3 tackle boxes, one full of flies, surface frogs and all those sort of things that I don't use that often, I keep in there. So quite a substantial sum of money, really, I suppose, in terms of tackle. But they also missed $1,000 worth of lures covered by these towels. So it was a quick snatch and grab, obviously, because like I said, it wouldn't have been dark for very long whatsoever when they'd done this. And left a couple of rolls of leader there that I don't really use. And yeah, quick and easy grab, and they've taken it. So there were some kids playing in the park there nearby, so I quizzed them. I think they might have sent me on a wild goose chase. I came back and checked out the grounds and that where they were. Couldn't find it. I saw them walking back afterwards down the main street, and they didn't have the bag with them. So yeah, we don't know who's taken it. But anyway, whoever did, I hope you're enjoying the $1,000 fly reel and everything else in there. Alright, let's go in there, tie the boat up to the pontoon and get some diesel.
Honey bunny, look what you got out of the mangroves. They must have dumped it, eh?
I didn't know they took the gaff. I didn't know I left it in there. Still missing the bag with the Nomad Vertrex vibes. I mean, I don't use vibes very much, but there's quite a few of them in it.
And the reel.
The $1,000 fly reel.
They're going to have fun using that.
Well, I think that they might have just dumped the bag out in the water.
Oh.
But it's high tide now, so we'll go back later and have a look. But they had nothing on them when they walked back. I saw them walking across the intersection last night when I was coming back from the wild goose chase.
They sent you on a wild goose chase. He said,
But
you guys been in my boat? And they're like, no, but 2 other blokes went running up the street.
But I searched all the playground where they were.
Yeah.
Thinking I knew they were alive.
I had a look in the trees with my torch when you were gone.
No, they were down the embankment, stuck under roots and everything. Maybe they floated out of the box. I don't know. Maybe they've just thrown the whole box. Oh no, they were clicked open, and there was lures scattered everywhere as well.
Ah, so you got them all back.
Well, I got them.
So there was a few things in there.
Well, they've obviously taken some.
Yeah.
They're just old lures I don't really use, but flies. Oh yeah, look,
you've got your fly.
They've taken a lot of my prawn imitations, and it's either that or they're just floating around the mangroves.
Or they've floated out. Yeah.
I don't know. Put what they can in the pockets. So
anyway, you got some of it back, and at least we pretty much know who the culprits are now. We'll go to the police and just let them know. Little cheeky little. Let's go for a drive to the falls, hey?
Let's just do it now before the storm.
Before the storm comes, yeah.
I don't want to come back to find this thing up on the bloody jetty.
No. Let's go now.
I'll
have a
clean
swim in
these
the
up
waterfall.
later.
Yep, and we'll drop into the police station on the way back.
Yeah.
So we've just hired a car for a couple of days in Cooktown because with all this rain, I've always wanted to see Trevathan Falls in flood. So Cooktown Car Hire are a new business starting in town, and they've got really modern cars. So if you're ever in Cooktown and you need to go somewhere, they've got not four-wheel drives and four-wheel drives, but if you want to go and see the sights, give them a call. Let's go. get our car.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
This is Trevor, and I didn't even know you could hire cars in Cooktown.
Most certainly can. We've got plenty of cars for hire, four-wheel drives and sedans. Karen?
Beautiful. So,
Beautiful.
yeah, if you can't, there's so many things to do around Cooktown. We love it here. It's one of our favourite places in the world. Most of the time we bring our own car because we only live a couple of hundred k's down the track. But if you don't have a four-wheel drive, you can get here on the tarmac and hire one if you want to go exploring the sites, or if you come by boat and you just want to run around to do your shopping. Sometimes rains a bit in the wet season, so it's nice to have a car. You can get one from Cooktown Car Hire, and they even deliver it down to the wharf. So
Absolutely.
thank you, Trevor. We'll see you in a couple of days and return your car, hopefully in one piece.
Yes, thank you.
Cool. Right, got our trusty hire car.
Yep.
We're going to bolt out to Trevathan Falls to see if we can see it in flood, which has been a quest of mine for a while.
Yeah.
And then come back and go to the police.
Yep. Report
our things stolen. And then batten down the hatches for the
storms or so.
regular afternoon storm.
Yeah, we'll have to get
Seems to be the case.
We get off the jetty. That's where I found all the tackle down in there.
Yeah.
Where they were hiding last night when we walked past, not knowing. I knew they'd done it. Anyway.
Buggers. Anyway, we'll go to the cop shop and just report it and have another look at low tide too. You might get the rest of the stuff back.
Yeah, you never know.
I mean, the main big thing missing now is the fly reel, which they're probably not going to be able to use anyway.
No.
I can't believe they
It was
left
in one
all
of the
those.
side zippers, so they might not have even
I
opened
don't even
it.
know it's there.
Alright.
You know what? If they would have
Troublemakers.
asked us, we would have given them lures. We give kids lures all the time, don't we? We
Yeah.
would have given them lures. But anyway, I guess they didn't know that. Just after the Mount Archer turnoff is Mount Amos Road.
It's a gravel
So-
road, but well looked after.
Yeah, and the last time we came here it was graded all the way. The first time we came it was a goat track, so hopefully we should be pretty right to get in after all this rain. Well, that road is so well graded now.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a really easy road. You don't need a four-wheel drive, I wouldn't
Different
say.
than the first time we came,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I can hear the falls pumping,
Yeah,
absolutely pumping. Let's go take a look.
sounds good.
Oh my God, we normally swim out and sit on those rocks, but I don't think I'll be going out there today. It looks quite dangerous. But I've wanted to see this in flood for ages, so I'm excited to be here today. But I won't be going swimming in case I get washed down. But check that out. It's amazing. Tropical North Queensland in the wet season. Standing here in the presence of this nature like this, it just makes me want to cry. Like you could be dead tomorrow and this will just go on. It just makes you know how insignificant you are and how you have to just enjoy your experiences while you can. I'm so glad we came here. It's just making me emotional.
So we ticked the box.
Tick the box, Trevathan Falls in flood. And we
Okay.
didn't have to swim, we just sat near it and
I got saturated just standing there.
saturated from the mist. Thunderously good.
Beautiful.
Thunderously good. Well, that was fantastic. Brought tears to my eyes, actually.
Yes, I've never seen that much water coming over. That was pretty impressive.
It was very impressive. We could hear it roaring. We didn't have to swim. It was just misty everywhere. It was magnificent. You just think about, how many, people have visited there from the First Nations, 40,000 years ago. And it just keeps on trucking, and our lives are finite.
They certainly are. Only here for a short time. Really.
Better make it a good time.
Exactly. You only got one chance.
Yeah, because it's very hard to it's very easy to get stuck in the rut of doing more. And I'll do it in an hour and you don't take that walk. I'll do it tomorrow and you don't come to visit the waterfall.
Like that lady back there, she lives in Cooktown, and that's the second time. She hasn't been there since she was a kid.
Yeah.
And this, and she's probably our age.
And it is the most beautiful waterfall. It's one of my favourite waterfalls.
Yeah.
Zoe Falls, Trevathan Falls.
Yeah, even if you're a local, sometimes you think, I've got to get elsewhere and look elsewhere, but sometimes your own backyard's pretty bloody good.
Yeah, and it's what a lovely thing to do in the afternoon. Like we used to go in the afternoon to Eddy Falls at Cardwell. Oh my God, so beautiful. It was just 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
And
we had 3 or 4 waterfalls there.
And when we actually left Cardwell and got to Cairns, and we have to drive a considerable way to get to the waterfall, we lamented that we should have done it more often, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We were like,
we missed it, because now we're on the beach and we got no swimming holes.
No, can't swim.
Can't swim because there's crocs and
so many people. Stingers. So that's Trevathan Falls.
25 kilometres south of Cooktown, down Amos Road.
Yeah, down
well
Amos
signed
Road.
as well.
And then follow the falls. There's a couple of signs where you have to turn. One turn and the rest is straight.
The nice graded road now.
Graded road now. Well worth the drive.
Yep. So let's get back to the boat in case there's another storm coming. Well, here we are, back in Cooktown. Maxie's back. Stephen, the videographer, our videographer, he's back.
Boat's been tied up for I've lost track of days, a week or so. So Mood Swings will be champing at the bit to get out there.
We've just waited for the Christmas break to finish, and also a couple of days of northwesterlies. So dead flat today, hopefully for a week. A couple more days of northwesterly, then another week of good weather. So that's the plan, that's the theory at this stage. So we're heading off to the Barrows this time, and it's a place that I really wanted to get back to and have a good look around, and some regions nearby. I think it's going to give us a lot of different things to do too, mate. I think with threadfin and jacks and all that around the rocks there, and
Top water.
mangroving, jigging off the island in the deeper water, and then after that we might go out to the outer barrier and come back down to Lizard, depending on the weather. We'll do some top water out there too, and we only done a little bit on the way up and we got punished by some GTs, but we'll do a lot more top water I think on the way back. So anyway,
we're full of fuel, full of water, we're full of food,
full of everything,
full of rum.
Yeah, that was about 5 o'clock yesterday. Anyway, join us for part 2, guys. Off to the Barrows. Join us in the next episode where we continue on our offshore adventure. In the meantime, for fishing tips, workshops and fish planner tuition, visit our free training page at ryanmoodyfishing.com. There's a link to the gear and tackle we used on this trip below the video, and to follow along here for the rest of the trip, please like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next episode.